In this episode, we'll discuss the loop in WordPress and looping through content in ProcessWire. One of the primary concepts in WordPress is known as the loop, which is PHP code used to display posts. Using the loop, WordPress processes each post to be displayed on the current page and formats it according to how it matches specified criteria within the loop tags. Let's take a look at the index page in the 2016 theme to see an implementation of the loop. Remember, the index page is the page that displays the posts in chronological order. So as you can see, this is the start of the loop. It usually starts with a while loop and checks to see if we have any posts. If we do, it runs this the post function template tag, and then it displays the content of the post using a partial file. Here's the file that it displays for each post, and this contains some template tags specific to WordPress. So we have the title being outputted, and we have the content also being outputted, along with other things such as the excerpt and the post thumbnail. Now let's look at the template file for a regular page like page.php. As you can see, the loop is also being utilized on page.php despite the fact that only one page should be outputted. So why is this the case? Well, you must use the loop so that the post function is called, which makes the post the global post object. Because WordPress relies heavily on global variables, functions like the content shown here in this partial file rely on a global current post. This touches upon the coding architecture of WordPress, which this series won't cover, but it's an important concept to consider when writing clean templates. For those who are not satisfied with using the loop or WordPress's special template tags like the title, the excerpt, the permalink, the thumbnail, and so on, there is a project like Timber which allows you to write code in a more straightforward fashion. Let's take a look at an example of how much cleaner your template code can be by using Timber. So here's an example they've demonstrated which shows you how to get the thumbnail of a post in WordPress. And as you can see, this line here uses WordPress's special template tags. It's not very easy on the eyes, and these functions are very specific to the WordPress way of doing things. And the folks at Timber weren't satisfied with this, so they wrote Timber, which simplifies it down into something as simple as this line right here, which just grabs the post thumbnail and outputs the source to it. In ProcessWire, there are no special CMS-specific template tags required to output content. That means something like the loop is completely unnecessary. In this Why ProcessWire document shown here, the reasoning behind this decision is explained in detail and is a refreshing read. So let's take a look at a simple index page for a blog that lists all the posts on our site, much like the index.php page of WordPress. As you can see, we're first getting the posts by using a selector here. We're going to grab all the posts from the parent page, which is the blog. We want the post template, and we want to sort it by date in reverse order, which is what this minus sign does. We then want to loop through all the posts, and then we want to output the content in the loop. So to get the URL, we just use the post and ask for the URL. To get the title, we do the same thing except for title. The date, same concept, image, and body. We don't have any template-specific tags like WordPress. The code is consistent and everything is treated as a custom field, so in order to access each field, the syntax is the same. And this is essentially the goal the Timber project in WordPress is trying to achieve.